Greetings, ladies and gents, and happy 2020! Oh, new decade already, my god, like I wasn't feeling old already. Hope you all had a great end to your 2019, and if not, then I hope, fingers crossed, the new year can bring some better times for you. So, let's do a little catch-up. Myself and Cuddles took a bit of a break, and it was nice, it was good over the holidays, but a lot has gone on, so let's try and catch up. The latest and the final Star Wars film was released, The Rise of Skywalker. Nope, panic not, it did not change my life. I wasn't crying with joy, finding some sort of new spiritual awakening. Nor was I rolling on the floor, crying, trying to find meaning to my life now that I can no longer continue to do my Rilo fanfic. Yeah, okay, that bit I may actually still miss. It was a mess. Most of you it would be, let's be honest. Truly is a three-step process. Part 1 is generally the setup. Part 2 is the fall, where our heroes struggle and suffer. And then part 3 is where they overcome that and they obtain victory. The Last Jedi broke that mold. It broke the idea of this three-set trilogy. Love it or hate it, it made the last film nigh impossible to pull off. And that's why we got The Rise of Skywalker. So, yeah. Great. Thanks for that, Disney. You could just stop now. Is that a thing you could do? I know you spent $4 billion on it, but if you could just stop, that would be great. But, kind of enough buts. To save our holiday viewing, The Witcher came out, and that was outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. To the point even Cuddles really enjoyed it. She's not a fan of that kind of genre, but she was riveted. From start to finish, we literally binge watched it in one go, and I think we've now watched it 4 times over the course of the holiday. Absolutely outstanding. As I felt, it's a shame. This is the only bit that kind of was a little bit saddening was a lot of the reviewers, they got it early, and they, as in the critics, so with air quotation, professional critics, and basically watched the first couple of episodes, if they even did that, and then panned it. But that's not really fair. But you know, if movies in 2019 have taught us anything, then it's go with what you like. Don't ignore critics, ignore YouTubers, ignore anybody. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. And there's nothing wrong with that. Doesn't matter, okay? Doesn't matter if somebody on Twitter is getting really annoyed because you like something. Doesn't matter if YouTube's screaming that you shouldn't like something. If you liked it, you liked it. If you didn't, you didn't. It's all good. Chat to people about it. Have difference of opinions. That's what YouTube kind of is. You have difference of opinions and chat to each other. That's what it should be, sorry. So in summary, from my point of view, can we have more like The Witcher, please? And somebody could just take the Disney Star Wars dumpster fire out the back and burn it. Just get rid of it. Thank you. That'd be most appreciated. Now, I'm not a movie reviewer. Let's throw it all to one side and let's talk some gaming. Yeah, I know. We'll get to the what's coming up in 2020 in a second. The big one. We'll get to that. But first, it's going to be a huge year for Warcraft. Now, I'm talking World of. We're going to get to the other one in a second. Now, coming soon, we've got 8.3, which is the Visions of Neroth. And in terms of BFA, it's kind of an underwhelming ending. I've said this before. 8.3 is about bringing new systems, testing them out for Shadowlands. They don't want to do another Islands expedition or another Azerite armor. They're testing things out now so that we can get a feel for them and they can get some data back. Because let's be honest, what we tend to get with the betas for World of Warcraft is give it to all the streamers and all the YouTubers, and then 99.9% of them don't do any feedback whatsoever, and so we get a horribly broken game. But there we go. Such is life. But to be fair, the Azerite armor, that was all down to Blizzard. They didn't release that to anybody until literally, I think it was like 3 days before the end of the beta. So there you go. Has BFA been as bad as many have said? No, I don't think it has, in all honesty. I think a lot of the issues have come because Classic came out. And Classic is so loved and was just, oh my god, we've been waiting for this for so long and this is awesome, this is amazing. And then you look at BFA, which had an extremely rocky start, and I'm not going to go into that now. I've spoken about the story and everything else and the new things they tried to bring in. They didn't work. And Classic just made it look so much worse than it probably really was. Don't get me wrong, it was a huge letdown considering what we had from Legion. Forced in systems that didn't really work. And as we said, you know, before, they weren't tested. They weren't added, so nobody could really give it a good go and turn around and say, hey, Azerite armor's not going to work, it's broke, or it's the same thing we're going to get over and over again. And they just added these things because they were new rather than, hey, look, it's shiny, rather than if it works or if it's going to improve the experience in the game. Because you can't just add new abilities. No, 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 no. That's ridiculous. You've got to add some convoluted thing now that gives you something and then eventually just gives you a new ability, apparently now. So, you know, good job, Liz. Good job. And of course, we have the new allied races coming, which will keep many people playing until 9.0. And we've got the mythic key chest now pushing all the way up to 15, which is more for the hardcore people. So all in all, it's good. Good things coming from World of Warcraft, but they need to nail. They need to nail 8.3, and most definitely they need to nail 9.0. It needs to be a good launch, and yeah, bring back some of that WoW magic, because supposedly 9.0 is rumored to bring back the RPG roots of the game, which I'll be honest, I'll believe when I see it. But I do still have hope now, which is good, and that's only come back in recent times, because it, as any of you know, any of you watch the channel for a little bit, I was severely broken by a lot of, that sounds overly dramatic, sorry, that's Twitter speech. I was kind of like done. I walk away, there's a lot of other games to play, and I was done with BFA. It's only recent times I've come back to WoW and been enjoying playing it a lot. So we'll see when all the details come out once Blizzard hand, as I said, the streamers and the YouTubers, the keys to 9.0. Something else coming out for Warcraft at the end of this month is the amazing Warcraft 3 Reforged, which I am very, 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 very much looking forward to. And I, for one, I'll be honest, don't have an issue with being delayed. I really don't. I know many people have moaned and said, "Ah, you said it'd be out in December. Oh, you lied. You lied." But you know what? We've seen a lot of games in 2019 that came out and were shockingly bad. I'm looking generally at everything you released, Ubisoft. And Warcraft 3 is not a game you can do that to. It's a game that deserves better. So if they need to take time to make it better, hey, I'm all good for that. I have no problem with that whatsoever. So very much looking forward to that. And obviously that's going to be on the channel a ton load. Some other good ones that I've got coming up. There'll be Crusader Kings 3. This is my jam. I'm looking forward to that. We got Wasteland 3, which has got a far bigger budget. I'm hoping, as you know, many things, if you suddenly give somebody a very large budget, they go, oh, it needs to look really good, and you miss the essence. I'm hoping that doesn't happen with Wastelands 3. I'm hoping that's going to be the Wastelands that we love, just with them being able to push things a little bit further. We've got Total War Troy. I love me some Total War, as you guys well know. And, of course, I'm going to be keeping my eye out for Total War Warhammer 3. Not going to come out next year. Or this year, Jesus. Grim, what are you doing? You're having an old person's moment again. Yeah, it's not going to come out this year, without shadow of a doubt. But I'm hoping the news comes out of when it's dropping. I'm hoping, I would really be glad to pull this video up again in like August, when Total Warhammer 3 releases. And I will quite happily eat that. We've got a new Half-Life game. I know it's VR, but I'll take it. I'm happy with that. We got the Final Fantasy remake. We've, of course, at some point got Overwatch 2, Diablo 4, all this good stuff. Have I missed anything? I don't think we missed anything. Anything at all? Biscuit, you think of anything? Alexa, have I missed anything? No, I don't know either. Oh, of course. I'm such an idiot. I sincerely apologise, everyone. Animal Crossing New Horizons. Yeah, that's it. Oh, looking forward to that. I joke, of course. No offense to anyone waiting for that on the Switch. I know that's going to be massive and it's got a huge fan base. But the big one that I am talking about is, of course, the amazing, the epic Cyberpunk 2077. We've been waiting for this one for a while. And with the Witcher Netflix series coming out, I jumped back on. I had to play some Witcher 3 again. And it's only made me want to jump into Cyberpunk even more. Just, you jump into any CD Projekt Red world and it's just so good. And I'm so looking forward to jumping into Cyberpunk with that truly immersive world and just lose myself in there. I think, as I say, The Witcher 3, games like Skyrim. It's been a while since I've had a game I can just really get lost in and literally just be done. And I start playing first thing in the morning and I turn around and it's like, oh, that was an entire day gone then. Okay then. That's it then. So, you see, things are looking good and we'll be hitting it hard on the channel this year. I'm going to, again, just double down, try and push for more content, more interesting things for you guys to watch, more bants, more rants, and simply just have some more fun, enjoy it more, get more content out there. Less grumbly. I know I was quite grumbly at the end, and I'll be honest, a lot of that was down to I was really excited, obviously Cuddles was really excited for Planet Zoo coming out, and it had a lot of issues, a lot of problems, and was frustrating. And I let that get to me more than I probably should, because I actually think the game's absolutely fantastic, and I believe that, and I've said this before, where they are going, and the direction they're heading, and the things that they are implementing now, I think Frontier know what they're doing with that game. They know where it's going, and it's heading only more and more. It's just heading in a good direction. It really is. So, yeah, we're on a positive one. It's a new year. Let's be positive. Once again, here is to a fantastic, great 2020. Have a good one, everybody. Please don't screw me over, copper. Thank you. Have a good one, everybody.